Hi, good evening, everyone. Now, today we will see relationships. This is very important topic. In interview, they definitely ask questions on relationships. When we go for relationship, we need to understand why these relationships are important. For example, if you take any organization, if there are 10,000 employees, we have to store 10,000 employee details in a table in the database. There, if sales department, 7,000 employees are working, in service, 2,000 employees, in marketing, 1,000 employees are working. Let us assume these figures. So, in such case, we create one employee table like this in the database. This employee table contains employee ID, employee name, designation, department, and location. These are starting from employee 01 to 1012 to some 10,000 employees with employee IDs. All these details are stored. Here now, for 10,000 employees, we have stored data like this. Here, not only 5 columns, there are many columns in the table. There are many columns in the table. So what happens if there are many columns? How many columns, how many fields an object can have in Salesforce?
800 in unlimited.
Okay. In other databases, like general RDBMS, how many columns? It is 1024 maximum in RDBMS. There are drawbacks in database management systems. What is the drawbacks is, we can have maximum columns of 1024. In Salesforce, we can have 800 custom fields plus 5 standard fields.
Sir, what about MongoDB? It will also.
I don't have idea about MongoDB. This is in general in RDBMS 1020.
Okay. No, that also RDBMS. That's what I asked.
Maybe it will be. I think so.
Okay.
Not sure. It is generalized for all RDBMS. Now, what happens in the database table? What is the another thing? Data redundancy. Data redundancy means what? Here, if 7,000 times 7,000 employees are working in sales department, 7,000 times the sales department will come, right? If in service department 2,000 people are working, 2,000 times service will come in the database. In marketing department, if 1,000 people are working, 1,000 times we have to write marketing. So when they are working in the same department, why to write these many times? And if this table length, if you give 1024 columns in a table, how much data load will be there? Same table is going to be accessed by different number of people. Many people will be accessing the same table. That time there will be a lot of load on the table. If load is increased, performance will be decreased. So what we can do in this case? What we can do? What we can do with this table now? Is there any chance to reduce the loading time and increasing the performance?
We can set up a relationship between the two objects.
So yes, we can do. But this table, I am asking about this table. What you can do this table? Just think in normal way. What we can do is we can divide this table into two tables. Now what I will do here, I will name it as department table. Problem is solved or not? Load got reduced on this table. So now what you have to do? Now what to do? How you will create relationship between these two tables? Directly you can create, or you need to do something else. You need to have a common column between these two tables, right?
Yeah, junction object.
Yes. Junction object is required for few things.
Yeah,
But
for master
that is
detail.
technically, that is correct, whatever you have answered.
Okay.
For some relationship, junction object is not required.
Okay.
So what we will do here is, we will create a common column between these two tables. If there is a common column, then only we can establish relationship, right? How you will refer this table? Now we will create one column name department ID. If you have that column here, you can establish relationship between these two tables. So here, if sales department is 401, if service department is 402, department number. If marketing department is 403. Now these are required or not here? These rows.
No, not required because it is the same location. So what if there are different locations for different departments? So how do we assign it?
So we will create for location ID, we will take that time.
Okay.
We will create one table with location ID. We will map this location ID and that table. Simple.
Okay. Mhm.
This is just normal thinking, that's it. There is
Okay.
no much logical thinking is not required, just our senses. So we will map this here, right? Sales department 401, service 402, marketing 403, sales 401, marketing 403, service 402, Salesforce. We can map like this. So we will establish one relationship between these two. If location is there, we will create one table for location. We have location ID. So this establishing relationship is called, how in the RDBMS, what this column name is called? This is called what in RDBMS?
This is primary and secondary foreign key relations.
Foreign key relationships. This is normal. This is just for understanding. I have explained why, what is, how database we divide. Because if data is divided into different tables, we have to establish relationship. In real time or any DBMS, RDBMS or any database systems, this concept is called normalization. Splitting single table into multiple tables. We are splitted lengthy table into small tables. This is called non-loss decomposition of data into multiple tables. Non-loss decomposition of data into multiple tables based on some principles. Those principles are normal forms. There are certain principles to divide database into a database table into multiple tables. That is, to do normalization, there are some principles. Those are called normal forms. We don't need to know about what is normal form, why it is that, what principles are there. That is not required to understand here. But just for our, when we are going for relationships, we need to just to know what is that, just for basic understanding. There are different kinds of normal forms. First normal form, second normal form, third normal forms, Boyce-Codd normal form, fourth normal form, fifth normal form, giant key normal. These are the different normal forms. Usually in real-time projects, database meets third normal form. When it is meeting third normal form means it is meeting principles of first normal form and second normal form. Salesforce also meet to third normal form. If data warehouse projects are there, Informatica, Cognos, data, some whatever data warehouse, they especially work on data migration or data storage. They meet 5 normal forms. Fifth normal form they meet. So that time they are going to meet all the normal forms. First, second, third, fourth. So this is about normal forms, just for understanding. So we are going to, any database should meet third normal form in real-time project. According to those normal forms, whatever the principles are there, based on the principles, database is divided. So here, one parent can have multiple children. So whenever we create field, that means we are going to use one data type called relationship data type. We have 19 data types. Other than that, these relationship data types also available. Lookup relationship, external lookup relationship, master detail relationship, hierarchical relationship. These are the 4 relationships we have in Salesforce. In every interview, they will ask these questions. What is lookup relationship? Why lookup dialog configuration? What is lookup filter configuration, master detail relationship, many to many relationship, converting lookup to master detail, converting master detail to lookup, standard associations, hierarchical relationships, roll-up summary, one-to-one relationship. All these questions they will ask. Any question they can ask from this level. So to practice relationships, you need to create one custom application. Take any name of your own organization or something. Include custom objects. Create employee object and department object. Add fields in that. The custom object, so that we can start establishing relationships. In that application, in the custom application, we can start establishing relationships. First one is lookup relationship. It is used to map relationship between two objects inside the organization. For example, if that organization is going to recruit people for these positions, we need one position object. In that position object, we have some positions stored, like Salesforce developer, Salesforce administrator, Java developer, office admin. They are going to, they open these positions. These positions are saved. So if you take these positions, now we will create one object. How to create object? In how many ways we can create object?
3 ways.
3 ways. 3 ways.
We can go to schema builder and we can create object. Position. Positions. We allow this in reports, allow in activities, track field history, it is deployed. Once we are done with this, what we have to do? Next step is
Create fields or create tab.
we have to create tab. New. This will show only one object, that is position. How many screens we will get while creating tab?
2 profiles and application.
Two screens we will get. One is for profiles, one is for application. While creating an object, only one screen per object. Now this tab is created, we have got this tab. Now we have these two tabs, means we have two objects. Now observe what happening here. When we click on these tabs, it is giving some other colors, right? How it is giving these colors? Based on what it is giving these colors?
Tab style, based on the tab style we selected.
Yeah. Okay. Now we have hiring manager object and position object. In this hiring manager object and position object, we need to create what we need to create. For hiring manager, we need to create hiring manager name, right? Few hiring managers we have to create. He might be HR recruiter, senior HR recruiter, HR manager, recruiting manager. This is the if you create new here, it is asking only position name. Whose position name is this? Whose position name is this? Whose position is this?
Like Salesforce admin, Salesforce developer, like that.
Hiring manager. Who is here hiring manager? So here we need to create positions here. That position is Salesforce administrator. Save. Next, another position. Salesforce developer. Java developer. The office. Now we have 3 positions here. So these are the 3 positions, but 5 open positions are there. Total number of 5 positions are there for Salesforce developer. For Salesforce administrator, 2 positions are there. For Java developer, 3 positions are there. For office admin, 1 position is open. Now here hiring managers, we have few hiring managers in our company. Now give some hiring manager. Designation, HR manager. Location, USA. Save. Add one more hiring manager. HR recruiter. Create one more. HR recruiter. Australia something. Now we have some HR recruiters or HR managers here. Here we have positions. For these positions, there are different locations. How we can add location for this? Now you have to add few fields. Which field you have to add for the positions? Location field you have to add. Go to setup and in the schema builder, take that object. Position object is there. Now we have to give location. We'll give text. Have you created all these data types?
Yeah,
Now field saved, close it. Salesforce developer. Edit. Where is location? Why it didn't come here?
we have to add it in page layout, edit it in page layout and add it because it is not mandatory. It's not showing here.
So location drop here. Where to drop?
The information section, header section, information header
Where is that?
down, position detail under position detail. Yeah,
So drop here. Now we can drop. Click save. Now location here. US. Save. The Salesforce developer position is available in USA. Now go to other positions. Salesforce administrator position is available in India. Java developer position is available in Australia. One more position, office admin position is opened in India. So now these positions are open. If you see here, can you see location? I am
No.
seeing only one column.
Yeah,
Here, I am seeing only one column.
yeah.
Then what to do now? I want to see other columns.
You can create list view.
List view is different. That is to display records, right? If you display
Okay.
all, here force.com,
Okay.
edit columns. Which column it is displaying? Only one column it is showing here.
Okay.
Now I want to display these records. You want to display all these things, you can display. Or else I want to display these columns. Yeah. Save. So now you can see location, right? Here for these positions as well, we are seeing only position name. Just go to force.com, edit columns, add that location. Only one field it is there other than standard. Save. Now you can see location. Now go and verify what is relationship between these two objects. Is there any relationship? Is there any relationship between these two objects? How to check what is the relation, how relationship is established between these two objects? Where we can check?
We can go to schema builder.
The schema builder, check what is relationship between these two objects. Now we have position object. Which one we need now?
Hiring manager.
These two are dependent on any object or independent?
Independent for now,
How we can say it is independent?
because there is no relationship there.
If
There is no
there is
blue or
any
line.
link, any relationship, if lookup relationship is there, blue line. If master detail relationship, I don't know
line.
that red or something
Pink.
else.
Yeah.
So no relationship right now. Then close this. Now we have to establish relationship between these two. To establish relationship, first what you have to do is you have to identify which is parent and which is child. First step is that. How you will decide which is parent and which is child? How you can decide? Now HR manager position is there and HR manager and position, two objects are there. In this two object, how you can establish relationship? How you will decide? Who is parent, who is child? How we can decide?
One-to-many relationship.
Sorry?
One-to-many relationship.
Okay, but now I have two objects in front of you.
Yes. One hiring manager will have will assign different positions, right?
Yes. Now
So one-to-many relationship.
one hiring manager can handle multiple positions.
Multiple
or
positions. Yes, yes.
one hiring manager handles multiple positions. That means what?
One-to-many relationship. So
Here we have to establish one-to-many relationship.
Yes.
Here one is what?
Parent.
hiring manager. Parent.
One
Many
is parent. Child.
Child.
Now here hiring manager is parent. Position is child.
Child.
Simple, there is no big logic. Then you have to map relationship between the object. So to create relationship between the object, how you will establish relationship now? Now
By going
we have child position, parent hiring. So how you will decide? We have to create data type, that's it, to create a relationship. So you are going to create, which one you are going to select? You are going to select position or hiring. Which one you will select to create data type? So you will map which one?
Hiring manager.
You will map to
position.
position, right?
Yes.
How? Now, if our kids go to school, they will write our name or parent name or child name?
Child name.
They write child name, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
They write child name. They write parent name beside child name. They don't refer our name. They don't call us.
Yeah.
Same
Yes.
thing. you have to select child, create field in child object by referring to parent object. Child will be referred to parent.
Okay.
So everything technology is, however, we are outside, in the same way technology is built. We have to select child, we have to refer to parent. Create
Okay.
a field in position object. It is child object, right? With lookup
Yes.
relationship data type. To do
Okay.
that,
Fields and relationship. Yeah.
you can create field. How to create field? Go to object manager.
In
Go to position object and fields and relationship.
We'll go to lightning and see. Object manager. Go to the
Position object. Position object. Fields and relationships. New.
Lookup.
Lookup.
creates a relationship that links to this object to another object. Whenever, so we will see. First we will create, then we will go to the step. What happens? Next, related.
Related to hiring manager.
Here field name is, field label is hiring manager. Field name is only hiring manager. You can give. Child relationship name, position.
Positions.
So here, always require a value in this field. Shall we give this or not?
Yes.
You check once or you observe what is happening. If
It
you
will
give,
not allow the deletion of the lookup record.
don't allow deletion of lookup record. That is part of a lookup relationship. First, when if you want to make it optional, see this, changing or not?
Yeah.
In the starting, if you don't select this required, it is here, clear the value of this field. If you can't choose this option, if you make this field required. That means what? If you make it required, now what is happening? Child is going to depend on parent or not?
Yeah.
Let us see this. So click next. We made it mandatory or what?
Yeah,
So first we will not make it mandatory. Let us see what happens. Then we will make it mandatory. So now this screen is for field level security for reference. It is visible to all the profiles. I am not making read only. We will see about this read only and everything later in the security settings. Now I made this available to, it should be visible to all the profiles. This field should be visible to all the profiles. Next. This is where we are going to add this field name.
page layout.
In the page layout.
Yeah.
Which page layout?
Position layout.
If what is meaning of this? What happens if we
In the
select?
position, in
Hmm.
the position object, there will be a field called hiring manager. So where we can select the hiring manager.
So it is displaying like this, right?
Yeah.
It will be displayed this.
Yeah.
And when it is lookup, what happens?
We can select from the list. Like it will be like
Beside one search button will come.
Yeah. So we can search and select from the list.
Related list label. We need to have related list, right?
Yeah.
Why we need to have this related list?
Since it is a relationship data type, so we need to see how the hiring manager and positions are related.
If, for example, if one hiring manager, you are going to select Harshini. Harshini is allocated with 2 positions. Now, if you don't have this related list, positions related list, if you don't have that, can you see which position Harshini is going to handle? Now, if you
No.
don't add related list, you are not going to add related list. Can you see Harshini is going to handle which positions? You cannot see.
Yeah.
If you add that related list, automatically that will come here. That related list, whatever position she is going to handle, that positions will be appeared in the page layout.
Yeah.
I hope this is clear, because this we have to understand. Then click save. Hiring manager, position name, lookup. Got it?
Yeah.
For this position name, we have lookup field now. Go to that. Now click on positions. Got it? What it is asking now? Now it is showing names. Now, here we have one confusion. We don't know where they are located. Location is India. This position is. Office admin position is in India. I want to allocate these positions to one hiring manager. Here I am seeing names, but I am not seeing column names here. How to do that? How to do that now? Before, what we have done for this? What we have done?
Edit columns. So now edit
Not showing edit columns.
layout.
Okay, if you do edit layout, what will happen? It will go to page layout. How to do this now? How to do this? If you do edit columns here, it is displaying this.
Yeah.
So where to do? We have to do on position object, or we have to do on something else?
We have to do in hiring manager because that is what we are selecting in the positions, right?
Okay. Now it is lookup relationship, right?
Yeah.
This is lookup relationship.
Yeah.
In this lookup relationship, when we select edit, we are getting search here.
Yeah.
It is going to some different place.
Mm-hmm.
So now I will select Harshni. She is in India or which place? Which place? How to see that? Hiring managers, Harshni. She is in Australia. Who is in India? Pani or Madhu. We have to assign this position to person who is in India.
Yeah.
So I will assign this one. Save. Now, if you see hiring managers, Madhu, if I open, where I can see this information?
The related list. Yeah, here positions.
Now, for Madhu, I will allocate one more position. I am allocating Salesforce administrator to Madhu. Again, we can see this information in related in list. If you open Madhu, you can see. If you open Salesforce administrator, what we can see there? Who is hiring manager? So in both ways we can connect, right?
Yeah.
There is link. So now our task is to add columns over there. How to do that? We will think and we will see tomorrow about that. And today we will see remaining relationship. Now go to schema builder. The schema builder, check how relationship is established. We have established relationship. So which relationship is there?
Lookup
From where to where?
from position to hiring manager. One to many, hiring to position.
We have established relationship on child object.
Yeah,
It will be from parent to child, right?
yeah,
The original link is from parent to child. One
yeah.
hiring manager going to handle these positions. Which color? Blue color. Lookup is blue color.
Mhm.
Now this field is mandatory or not?
No, not mandatory.
So lookup relationship provides one-to-many relationships. Each parent record can be associated with one or more child records. One hiring manager deals with multiple positions. This is clear.
Yeah,
Here, both objects have records, right? We have created records in the both objects, right?
yeah,
Even though records are there, we are able to establish lookup relationship, right?
yeah,
So in the lookup relationship, if both objects have records, even though both objects have records, we can establish lookup relationship. It can be mapped.
yeah.
So when you create new record in the position object, when we create new record in the position object, Salesforce, what it will do, it will internally stores ID, not name. It won't store hiring manager name internally. It stores ID. Go to position object and create new record. Now if you select position name, something you are going to give Salesforce architect. Location you are giving some USA. Hiring manager you are selecting. When you do that, internally, externally it is showing hiring manager as Lakshmi. Internally it will have ID. Salesforce stores ID internally. Remember this. We will discuss about that internal ID later.
ID means is it a record ID?
Yes. How it stores, how we retrieve that in development class, we will discuss. In the lookup relationship, field is not mandatory. If you want to make it mandatory, you can make. Because child can be associated with parent or not. It might be or it might not. No need to give parent record. Because here, whenever you are creating, I will delete this. In the child record, I am not giving parent record. It allowed or not? It allowed.
Yeah,
You can make it mandatory or you don't need to make it. No need to worry about that. So we have seen this in page layout. If person who is dealing with the position, if he resign from the organization, we can remap the position to other person or not. You have allocated for this position you have allocated Madhu. Now he has resigned from company. You can change this to other person or not.
Yeah, we can change.
We can change it to other person because he has resigned from company. So immediately we can assign to other person. This is one more point we have to remember. Now you check old hiring manager record. You go and check in Madhu. That position will be there for him or not. Salesforce admin position was there before. It is not there, right?
Yeah.
Lakshmi will have what she will have now. If you go to
The
Lakshmi,
Salesforce admin position.
she will have Salesforce administrator position. So this is how we have to understand this mapping, this page layout. So lookup relationship provides reparenting option. This is the fourth point we have to remember. We can assign child record to other parent. We can change child record to different parent. If you delete parent record, what will happen? Now I
Child
am
record will not be deleted.
hiring manager. Lakshmi, I am deleting. Lakshmi has which position?
Salesforce admin.
So if I delete parent record, child record is not depending on this parent record, right? In lookup relationship. If you delete, if you go to positions now, Salesforce administrator position, if you open, Lakshmi will be there or not?
No.
Hiring manager got erased.
Yeah.
While removing parent record, only parent record get deleted. Child record exists. And value in the lookup field get cleared. Now, how to make it mandatory? Now we will make lookup field mandatory. View fields. How to make it mandatory? Here you can make it mandatory, right? Which one we have to make it mandatory?
Hiring manager.
How to make it mandatory?
By editing it, editing the hiring manager field. Select required checkbox.
Always required. Now immediately don't allow deletion of lookup record. That is part of lookup relationship. What is lookup record here?
Hiring manager.
So this is related to hiring manager, right?
Yeah.
Save. Now, what we have to delete now? Parent record, if you delete, what happens? or child record, if we delete, what happens? Which one we can delete now?
Hiring manager.
Now we are going to delete parent record, right?
Yeah.
Hiring manager. Will it allow now?
No.
Why?
Yeah, because it is made as mandatory, so it needs some value in that field. Because it is mandatory.
Your attempt to delete Madhu could not complete because it is associated with the following positions. If the following table is empty, it is because you do not have access to the records listing there. Now go to office admin. This is child record, right?
Yeah.
What we can do? I want to delete parent record. Office admin, I want to delete. What options we have? Two options we have. What options we have?
Delete office admin record.
Okay, another option.
And then delete hiring manager record.
Okay, that we will do. I want to delete hiring managers, but I don't want to delete child record. I don't want to delete this position, but I want to delete hiring manager. What I can do? We have discussed just now.
We can deselect the checkbox required. So is it
But I want to make it required, right?
okay?
What option we have? I didn't get viewers. Lookup relationship. What I can do? Simple thing. Just now we have discussed.
Change the hiring manager field.
Yes,
Change the
reparenting option is there.
okay.
We can change it to other person, right? You are
Yeah.
going to delete Madhu because he is no more with the organization. You want to delete his record. Assign that parent child record to other person.
Yeah.
Assign this position to other. Say. Now, hiring managers, Madhu. Delete. It allowed or not?
Yeah.
Now only two options. Either reparent,
Or delete the child
record. Deleting child record is not good practice, right?
Yeah.
This is what about lookup relationship. These 7 points we have to remember. It provides one-to-many relationship. Each parent record can be associated with one or more child records. Even though in the both object, in parent object records are available, in child object records are available. You can establish lookup relationship. Lookup field is not mandatory. Either you can give it or you cannot give it. It provides reparenting option. You can assign child record to other parent. If you delete parent record, only parent record will get deleted. Child record will not get deleted. What happens if you delete parent record? In the child record, lookup field value get cleared out. You can make the lookup field mandatory by making the field required from editing the field settings, by editing the field settings. If you want to delete the record, when you make it mandatory, if you make lookup field mandatory, it will not allow to delete the parent record, because some child records are depending on this. That time, if you want to delete, only two solutions. Either you have to reparent or remove child record, then delete parent record. As it is not good practice to remove the child record, so you have to reparent it. This is about lookup relationship. If you have any questions, you can ask me now.